still waiting for Joe. Give us the word, Joe.
Could I just pull a like Rocketeer thing and try to use my jetpack to get the hell out of there?
Okay, if you fail the dodge, you get hit by an explosion. You don't know the damage from the explosion. If you fail your jetpack in this close quarters, good fucking luck.
Okay, I'll just stick with the trying to dive and try to keep the jetpack away from the explosion so that doesn't go off.
Oddly enough, jetpacks in this setting are more stable than one might think.
Okay, then I just go like, oh, I have rocket fuel in my bag. That's a good thing to be in to have an explosion. Okay, I'll just do a normal dodge roll then.
Well, let me just ask this of Jess and Sanji. Storm Boys have basically rockets strapped to their back, right?
Yes.
Are there any rules in the tabletop with real fork rules, mind you, that those could spontaneously explode?
Forks, yes.
I had to look at the new codex. I was angry for a night and a month. I didn't read the Storm Boys. In the last codex, every time you used the jetpack, you rolled a d6, and that's how many extra inches you got to go. On the roll of a 1, an orc explodes. So yes, they would every now and then explode.
But none of the other jetpacks of any of the other races have that rule.
No.
Okay.
I mean, by and large, the only people that have things that explode is Imperial Guards, Tau, and that's only one thing, and then orcs. Except they've taken away most of the orc things that explode, because why would you want fun in a codex?
Okay. Sorry, Joe, we're recording? Joe?
Oh, yeah, it's been recording for a little while now.
Sorry. Okay. So, yes, we're waiting for Bob, your roll for Alexandra, please.
Okay, I was going to roll that, but I just wanted to clear up since you were asking a rather important question when it comes to me exploding. Hey!
Okay. Oops. Am I lagging or? There we go. Okay. So, first, radius. Good news, the grenades are not in the radius of the explosion. Trios, you're just within singeing distance.
Hey, what a surprise! Trios, almost got set on fire again.
Specialized damage roll. Hey, some good news, everybody. Okay. The contents of the box are definitely destroyed, but the collateral damage is minimal. While Vern and Alexandra leap out of the way, they actually weren't really in that much of a threat other than maybe a bit of shrapnel slicing into their environmental suits, which actually is kind of a big threat, come to think of it, considering where you are. But no, so no damage to either of you or your environmental suits. Krios, you weren't wearing an environmental suit anyway, but your toughness is well up and above that. Basically, your red robes get damaged further. You're not on fire.
Fucking yes.
But the contents of the box are completely obliterated if you were wanting to go and look through them. Or are you just going to deck Vern in the face, or what?
Once my robes have stopped singeing, or whatever, glowing, gonna give Vern a look that's just like, you fucking dick. And then I'm just gonna say, I'm gonna go and get my las cannon.
Okay.
And on the way out of the room, probably very loudly saying, people, we are leaving. Let's keep going with the fucking mission.
You never did finish your mapping routine.
Oh, I assumed I did. Okay, then I don't.
No, you were interrupted by the word archaeotech.
Then I'm going to go and find Talia and see what she wanted to tell me.
Talia will say, we've already sent a message to Captain and received a reply. I didn't touch any of your terminals that you were using for the maps, but Captain Bedsem, give or take, acknowledge that this place is going to be obliterated in, I'd say 20 minutes from now.
Well then, we have 20 minutes to complete our mission.
Yeah.
Do I have all the information that I can see, like the maps? Like, do I have all the maps at my disposal?
Yeah, basically, it would take you another 30 seconds to a minute tops to finish collating the information.
Then that is exactly what I will do.
Okay.
And assuming no one else is doing anything, at that point, I will then again say what I said earlier. We are leaving. Mission must be done. Heretics killed, money made.
Good. Yeah, blessing the fuel tank definitely out of the equation, Haley, but thanks. Just, Ariane, was there anything you wanted to do during this waiting period?
No, I just want to get going.
Okay. By any chance, would you look over Krios' shoulder at any point?
Why wouldn't I?
That's why I'm asking. Is there any reason she would naturally look over Krios' shoulder?
Because she wants to know what everyone's up to, I guess. She wants to be aware of the situation that's going on around her.
Okay, so you feel it would be likely for her to poke her head over there?
Yes.
Okay. You will be able to see Inquisitor Vidar in one of the computer terminal screens.
Oh.
It is a security live feed, essentially.
Oh. So that'll be the point where Ariane, what's a good way to put it? She'll, let's just say, wait a minute, step aside for a moment.
Oh, no, there's plenty of room.
I'm busy.
There's plenty of room. You can saddle up in the seat next to him, stand over his shoulder, whatever.
Yeah. And,
sorry,
in that case, then she'll...
over here. Sorry, over here.
Where?
Just to the right of where you guys were.
Okay. So I'm blanking out for some reason. She'll say to Krios that sorry, I'm really bad at thinking up of wording in real time.
Then just throw out mistaken words and correct them later if you need to.
Okay. Well, she'll say to Krios, Inquisitor Vidar's on one of those screens, and she'll be a little bit sort of shocked and surprised.
Which screen? Where?
She'll point him out and say, "There, that one."
Take use to find out where that is.
Okay.
My fucking God. That's 3 rolls that have been 84, 85, 86.
The good news is
actually.
Your tech use is so obscenely high, that's going to be a success for you.
Yeah.
Crazy on Messiah.
No.
Presently in this video screen, Vidar is visible basically over a picked quarter that is live. He is in the Hyde Governor's offices on the top floor. Floor 230, in fact. And he is looking like he's shouting at somebody and pointing his finger at them. He has Ariane's bolt pistol in his other hand. But you don't have control over the camera, and all the other cameras that might be looking at who he's looking at are either non-functional or simply don't exist pointing in that direction.
That's convenient.
I assumed he would be prisoner.
Sorry, Krios is saying that out loud?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe he is a prisoner. maybe he's holding out in the Hive Governor's office and attempting to keep hostile forces from entering.
He then begins to fire the bolt pistol at whatever he was shouting at while running for cover, basically.
Well, okay, fair enough. Touche, well done. That seems incredibly likely then. That is exactly where I was planning to go, so let us go right now. He needs backup.
We need to go immediately. We cannot waste any more time.
I will finish map and we will leave.
Okay. Now here comes a little OOC that I'm willing to let some metagaminess get away. Looking at these maps, let's go ahead and start with the floor everybody is on. You might want to zoom out so you can see the entirety of the present floor. That you guys are up here where the arrow is. There is stairwells in the room that you're in that lead up, as well as stairwell in the room next to you that leads up. There are the elevators down at the south end, and the stairwells, however, the stairwells only go down. To continue going up, it's elevators or the stairs where you presently are. On the next floor up, 226, you would see that the elevators, well, actually, that elevator isn't exactly accessible for you, and you wouldn't want to bother wasting time with that unless you wanted to, commit suicide. Elevator here continues going up. Elevator here. This elevator doesn't seem to have any access on this floor, or the next floor, or the floor after that, or the floor after that, or the floor after that. In fact, that elevator only has access, it seems, what the fuck? Oh, I see what's wrong. Only gains access to the roof. I was really confused because my roof map had all the secret stuff on it. I'm looking at it like, what the hell's going on there? Whoops! That one elevator basically is direct route to the roof.
Well,
from the roof, there is roof access into the Hive Governor's office. If you guys want to scroll all the way up, roof access is over here.
Well, we should go to the roof then. That seems pretty obvious.
There are two other entry points into the Hive Governor's office. Also, Ariane, you wouldn't be aware of this in character. The rest of the team is. The roof has a massive tumor growing off of it.
Oh.
Massive enough that it's spilling over the sides.
Yeah, we're not going to the roof.
But
to get to the Hive Governor's office, there is also an elevator and a stairwell. Going down one more floor, that stairwell basically connects to another stairwell. That elevator can get off of that floor. Going down another floor, and stairwell, elevators. There's another elevator there that basically just goes to the executive administrator's office. Don't need to worry too much about that. Stairwell this is basically where that stairwell begins. That leads up to the Hive Governor's office. There is another stairwell over here within the tech adjunct's office. And again, your elevators are here and here. And this is the floor, the next floor up from you. Again, just elevators. That one elevator that goes all the way up, stairwell, and the staircase that's where you guys are right now leads up to the upper Arbites area. Who wants to map your plan of which route are you planning to take? Are you guys going to split up and take multiple routes or stay together?
I propose we take the elevator directly to the Hive Governor's offices.
I don't, because this is a Nurgle tower. Remember when they opened that door, it was a rusted piece of shit that started breaking down as soon as it started moving? What about the elevators are like that?
I'll be fine.
Yes, the idea of a lift cable snapping and us falling to our death sounds bad.
Oh.
But from a metagaming point of view, I would be worried if the GM had that planned for a TPK. But in character, I think that is something we should avoid. How many floors is it going up?
You are on the 225th. The office is on the 230th.
Fuck it, take the stairs. If
You
anyone's
remember, the
panting
stairs
by the
are
time I
not
get the top,
direct.
they could... What?
The stairs are not direct.
So there's not just one stairwell.
Correct.
Eye is genuinely
From
twitching.
From where you are right now, there's a stairwell leading up to the upper Arbite Center. From there, there's a stairwell in the Tech Adjunct's office that leads to the upper Tech Adjunct's office. From there, all the way around to basically between the Cleric Chambers and the Ministorum Storage, another stairwell. From there, it's a straight shot to the Hive Governor's office, assuming all the doors are open, assuming there's no resistance, assuming.
And then there's the 20-minute time limit.
I'm going to go on the record in character and say I don't care if the elevator might be rusted or whatever. We need to get up there as quickly as possible.
Would the elevator have an
And I'm willing to
emergency
take
ladder?
that.
Bungie, did you happen to hear Joe's question? Or sorry, that would be Haley's question.
I did not.
Well, I'm just going to say that, yeah, sure, Krios, you heard. Does the elevator shaft have a ladder? Yes, indeed it does. Again, you're still looking at a Nurgle-infested tower. Ladders are made of metal. Metal tends to rust with the influence of Nurgle. Just
Whole
putting that
tower
out there
is
as
made of metal.
being a mean GM that I am.
Well,
This entire tower is probably made of metal, so if we just assumed that everything made of metal would rust, then the entire tower would just collapse.
Well,
Indeed.
presently rusting.
Mm-hmm.
well, allow me to, I'd like to do a calculation then, mapping a route that we would take if we were to the stairs and seeing how long that would take us.
Okay, well, just strictly metagamey, I think you're the slowest one, Krios. So narrative time, let's see that. Could someone just jot these numbers down for me, please? 15, 20, 100, 40, 30, 30, 15, 30, 20, 15, 40, 55, 20, 20, 15, 15, and 20. And if someone could just give me a quick sum of those numbers. Hey, go talking. I know someone's doing the mathematical equations here, but
Exactly 500.
Really, exactly 500.
Exactly 500.
That kind of makes me giggle. Okay, so whoops, helps if I type it into the correct thing here. It'd take you 10 minutes of moving at narrative speed. You could cut that in half by double timing it, but then your awareness checks would be at a -10 penalty.
Let's at least check the lift shaft.
There is one other way.
If you dare mention your jetpack, I swear to God.
I was going to mention the car over there on the landing pad.
But how are we going to get there? Is there a landing pad on the office?
There is a great big stained glass window up at the office.
Drive through it.
Well, that's good to know.
And we're talking massive stained glass because this is 40K.
Oh, that she gets broken all the time.
Then I am going to go and inspect this car, assuming I've been told it exists.
What about anti-air?
At this point, we're gonna have to assume they've taken out the anti-air.
It's, as we're right next to the car, it is worth looking at. And I think at the moment, the anti-air either has bigger things to worry about, or we're so high up and will hopefully be flying close to the building that we can get up there. It's a hope, but between that and a rusty lift shaft, we've got to hedge our bets.
Okay. So Krios, I'm just going to throw your token over there. Anybody else want to go outside with Krios?
If I'm going to be piloting that thing, I'm going to have to check it out.
Okay.
Nope. Vern would be
Haley.
tethering explosives.
Haley, why did you head out there?
I had nothing else to do. And either
Okay.
that or wait by the door.
So, looking at this vehicle, Krios, give me an evaluate. Alexandra, give me an evaluate. Haley, if you want, give me an evaluate.
Evaluate. Not trained in evaluate, so DC would be 14.
Well, I think Krios is our winning role here. Krios, it is a noble's extravagant vehicle that you actually pretty quickly realize there is a smuggling compartment in it that's just the right size for whatever was the contents of that box that just blew up in the quartermaster's supply room. Vern could have told you that the vehicle and the box were impounded at the same time. So
I swear quite loudly. Fucking motherfucker. Jesus. Right then, how many people could fit in this thing?
Hey, I didn't even myself didn't know about that.
yeah, so it was right there on the manuscript that you were
But
reading.
you didn't tell me.
You might have dropped the call when I said it.
I didn't hear it either, I'm
Possibly.
afraid, but
Yeah, I
I
don't
might
think
have.
you said
Okay,
it.
maybe I dropped from the call when I said it. Sorry. But yes, the whole, it was a very small footnote that I basically said very quickly. But yes, the vehicle outside was impounded because it was smuggling what was inside this box.
Yes, much
But
swearing.
anyway, yeah.
Yeah,
The-
how many
the vehicle
how many
looks
people
to
can
be
get in this
in-
thing?
Oh, right. How many people? Let's see. You would be able to take, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people.
And our group is 7 people.
If you include Talia and Grace, 9.
Are we sending the sick soldier whose name escapes me back to the landing ground? Pathius?
Pathius, who vomited, Pathius is still watching guard at the door.
I know, but I'm saying before we leave, we shouldn't leave him there alone.
You can send him back.
Yeah.
Send him back to the landing pad. Be the best idea.
Yes, that.
Oh, Grace will go give him the order and say, go back to the others. We're about to hopefully end this. Emperor be with you.
I'm going to try and contact our Valkyrie pilot.
Now, you guys told her to go back to base, right?
Yes, I think unfortunately I did.
So it would take you some time to potentially configure the communications array to reach her. Do you want to spend that time while somebody else makes sure the vehicle is up and running?
Remind me how long it took for the Valkyrie to get to the tower.
Minutes.
How many minutes? We're talking 1, 2, 10?
Considering the speed, it was such a short distance. I'm thinking it was less than 10. I can't remember exactly. Possibly less than 7. Let's say 5 to 7 is the window.
All right, well, let's not forget that it's only 20 minutes until they start to try and destroy the tower. We will not be dead in 20 minutes.
So you
Yes,
say.
I will try and... well, if they could instantly destroy the tower and they didn't tell me this, I... Yes. fuck. My train of thought, you bastards. Yes, I'm going to try and contact the Valkyrie pilot. In the meantime, I will be telling everyone to get ready to pick up and go. I want all the soldiers to go to the landing pad, and only 10 people, myself included, are to remain here. If any other soldiers want to remain here, they can.
So, I assume this is over the comm beads. Grace is saying, all my men are going home, but I'm staying.
All right, then. Well, if you're met... Anyway, I'm going to try and contact the Valkyrie.
Yeah, Grace isn't going to give them the chance. After she saw the demons, she's decided those men deserve to go home.
Do the men agree with this? Are they all unwilling to fight?
She's not going to give them the chance to disagree with her.
Okay,
so
well
if you want to spend time interviewing them?
Yeah, well then there's no point contacting the Valkyrie.
What do you mean?
Well,
I thought you were taking the Valkyrie to get them off of here right now.
All right, yeah, touche, fair enough. Then, does the squad not have a Vox operator?
No.
This is so inefficient.
That was that was the one that died. They're supposed to have a team of 15, and they're only a team of 9. They lost a few.
All right, well...
Oh no.
Go ahead and give the assist roll first. Who's going to roll for getting the vehicle operational, fueled, and safety?
This is stupid. I'm going to nominate Talia to, or fucking someone, contact the Valkyrie and tell it to get here and pick up the troops if it is able, and gauge the attack down there and how much anti-air is left. General appraisal of the situation. I am going to go and make sure that thing is fucking airworthy. Strong enough for an aneurysm by the time this game is over. Wow.
I'm going to retroactively allow somebody to assist Talia get at least 2 degrees of success.
You might want to look at Haley.
Oh wow, thank you. When I said that, I leaned back in my chair and just stared at the ceiling. Thank you, Haley. Boom. Yes, that is your headshot for the night. Okay. Krios, get to work. Alexandra, I'm going to say you help with the hover car.
Okay.
So, Alexandra, your role. Spongy, your role.
Don't know exactly what's rolling, but here's the best I'm rolling. Yes!
Wonderful. Yes, you're a pilot after all, so you know the ins and outs of flighty things for the general. And Krios, lovely little bonus for you. This vehicle has a mind impulse unit control panel that you can slot into.
Great.
So, if you want to pilot it. Now, the other option is Alexandra piloting it the traditional way, or seeing if Grace can fly it, or somebody else wants to.
Can I co-pilot it that way?
Yes, actually, you could. You could stabilize controls and whatnot for someone who is manually controlled.
Then that's what we shall do. All right, well, we have a fucking insane plan.
We need a team in this.
Yeah, we are in fact A-teaming this. Are we done with what's the situation with the Valkyrie?
They've been able to send out a communication. They'd have to wait for a reply.
I will leave the... So can I just leave the troops to handle that, or will bureaucracy go, oh no, we can't send you a Valkyrie, you're not Krios, we're not allowed to talk to you, please die.
I guess you'll have to leave
I'm
that.
expecting.
You'll just have to leave that up in the air. Do you want to waste time trying to figure it out or not?
Again with the eye twitching. I don't know. What do people think?
How much karma do you guys want to guarantee these soldiers are going to make it home tonight, infected with Nurgle diseases?
The two of them are already fucked.
Fuck. Yeah, I'm waiting for a
Well,
response.
they still might be able to save them.
All right. You will kill a few minutes, basically being idle, waiting for that return call. But yes, the Valkyrie will state it is on its way for pickup of wounded soldiers, and we'll await further orders for pickup of inquisitorial agents if necessary.
Excellent. They will be on the landing pad.
Okay. And in those few extra minutes, you guys would be able to prep up and gear up and everything. Is there anything special any of you want to do with this little bit of extra time you have?
Nothing for me.
Aaron's just, he's in the armory, just stuffing his pockets with grenades.
I'm wondering what kind of explosives there are, because you just said
Grenades.
there were.
They're all sprayed grenades.
I'm going to be asking this. What kind of detonator do we have on that fuel tank bomb?
Timer, proximity based.
It was timed for, I think it was 2 hours, something stupid like that.
3 hours.
Yeah, it'll eventually blow. This whole thing is going to come down. It's not of our concern anymore.
Okay. If it was a remote detonator, I would say as soon as we grab Vidal, put him in the car, and we get the hell out of there, we just detonate that thing and leave. Because our job here is not to fight, out of character, our job here is not to fight the Great Unclean One or the Demon Prince, dude. Our job is to get Vidal and get the fuck out.
I've played enough games to know we're going to be fighting it anyway. Well, hope not. Who knows? Yes, let's hurry now and get up there.
Okay. So just one more double check. Scout, Brooke, Jess.
Yes.
Anything else you want to establish in character that you're doing to prepare, or you're good to go?
The sooner we get out of here, the better.
Brooke, I'm not sure if I heard you talking or if it was background noise from someone else. Brooke, hello? Did you go AFK? Or
Oh, yeah, bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Whoops. I swapped my ammo out for the blessed stuff.
Yes, I saw. And I assume everybody's got their blessed weapons at the ready?
I got my flamer ready. As soon as I get the driver's seat, I'm going to start burning shit.
Now, Vern, I'm going to assume you maxed your capacity of frag grenades.
Yeah, something like crate full of them, you know.
Okay.
I assume
so
that, yeah.
I'm going to say that you're going to run out of space before you run out of carry weight limit.
Yeah,
so,
yeah, I was figuring that much.
Filling all of your pockets, I'm going to say, will grant you a whopping 20 plus 1d10 worth of grenades. Please roll your d10.
Well, there is that smuggling compartment we could fit the grenade into.
Oh well.
21 grenades puts you at 30 frag grenades total. 15 kilograms of grenades.
You are actually a grenadier.
Would Vern notice that there is a open smuggling compartment in the car we're going to be using that could fit more grenades?
When I said the vehicle will fit 10 people, that is including somebody in the smuggling compartment.
Oh, okay, that's Grace's seat.
I would actually recommend the smallest person goes in the smuggling thing to make it.
Okay, that'd be Shelby then, probably.
I would leave it. I am going in the co-pilot seat, which I'm assuming is one of the front. Next to the plug, I give a shit who goes in there. It's for you guys. If you not driving seat pledge to sort out. Ha 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 ha.
I just hope that the stained glass I'm going to be driving through isn't religious based. It's more decorative.
It's 40k, man. Everything's religious.
I know.
Like the toilet. That's like the Emperor's toilet. There's a reason it's called the Golden Throne.
So all toilets must be blessed by ecclesiarchy before they can be used.
And the Mechanicum. That shit has mechanical parts, man.
Oh, I feel sorry for the poor servitors who just have a plunger attached to both of their arms.
They're servitors. They don't care. They don't know. Okay, I'm just moving some tokens into their appropriate places. And chia pet. Chia. And sorry, just some music stuck in my head. And from you, and I need some of you, like we're talking tons of you. And you, 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 and you. Yeah, what the hell, I'll just select them all, copy, paste.
Oh, more people for us to burn.
This is supposed to be the grand finale, so might as well make it grand.
At least we're having a grand entrance for the grand finale.
You're assuming you make it through the window. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
It's like full speed and then pop. Sorry.
That's some thick stained glass.
We try to rappel through the window, swinging through dramatically, and then we just find the window is actually like reinforced bulletproof glass, and we all smack into it and fall to our death.
This is anything about rappelling. I'm going to try to just drive through it. Whether I can safely land it after I drive through it is a big question.
But rappelling through it is so much more awesome.
Like I said, you're making the assumption we make it through that whole ordeal. There still might be a TPK.
Well,
okay.
The face of a TPK.
You can't do TPK without TPK.
I'm going to move all the tokens towards the vehicle and just throw them on in. And let's run. There's Alex and Creos. So who's going in the trunk?
Shelby's technically the smallest.
Yeah, she's staying with Alex. Grace will volunteer if nobody else is going.
You are all scumbags.
Well, she doesn't have to go into the trunk part yet until we pick up Vidar, if we can.
Here, I'll just go there because it'll give her protection from whatever is up there. And I guess it doesn't.
I only wish this car actually had the mountain machine gun like it shows.
Okay.
Well, you have the mounted machine gun. It's called Learn.
Now, because you're bypassing most of my map and all my carefully laid traps and ambushes, I actually didn't finish the topmost floor for tonight. I was thinking, there's no way they'll make it here tonight. So I'm going to
put a flying vehicle in if you didn't want us to get up there.
I wanted you guys to be too afraid to use it, but you're using it. I'm not going to punish you for, being bold. I might punish you if you get really shitty rolls on the piloting test, but just simply for, having the ingenuity and the drive to take advantage of the carrot on a stick. I'm not going to punish you for that. Just there might be repercussions for choosing to take the carrot on the stick.
Well, the whole entire point is we have Vidal up there. He was the main mission. He's the main objective. Is to get him out of here. He's in combat right now, and he's about 20 minutes ahead of us, and it's going to take us 10 minutes to get up to 10 minutes to get up to plus whatever it tries to slow us down. And the elevator shaft is too much of a risk to go through, considering all the rust. Then we only have a 20-minute timer to get the hell out of here. So we're just going to use this quickest way I think we found.
Also, VT, there could be repercussions for going the other ways. I'm just going to throw that out there. I feel like there
definitely would be repercussions as well. You're right. And I'm saying, there's the slow death of being infected by Nurgle and his minions, or there's the quick death of being shot down by your allies, assuming you're an enemy.
Well, I'd rather have a quick death than a slow death at the hand of Nurgle.
Yeah.
Okay, then. I don't think that's the possibility for...
I'm just taking it into account. We got Krios and we got Vern. Both of them are really, really heavy, and we're going on rusty ladders.
Okay. Well, like I said, I hadn't technically finished this part of the map yet, so Joe, you may stop the recording. The rest of you may take a quick break for beverages, bathrooms, prayers to whatever deity you believe in. I'm going to grab myself a drink and then be right back to finish up this floor, and then we'll launch right into it, if you pardon the pun.